are we, Thomas?
EBC Brakes. So literally down the road, EBC Brakes are in sunny Northampton, or Northampton, depends on where you, if you know Northampton's rainy today. Again, it was, I wore my shorts on Monday. EBC were kind enough to, the Renault 5 brakes were starting to get shinier bits than not shinier bits, which is amazing. The calipers came off, and when I was stripping down all the rear beam and all the calipers on of it, a bit of a work around what we were going to do for the brakes. EBC around the corner, dropped them a line to see whether they could help with. They were kind enough to do a favour, a huge favour.
They dusted off an old piece of equipment. They dusted off an old piece of equipment,
and I think the gentleman that works in the factory, in the production line as well.
He's a Team Tom, mate.
He's a Team Tom,
he's a Team Tom.
And they've fully refurbished the calipers for me with all the little rubbery bits and stuff, so I can't wait to see them. But also they're kind enough to obviously get some stopping power into the Renault 5, so when I pull over into the hard shoulder, I'm safe at doing so.
Amazing.
We've obviously been in and met the lads at Sedler already, that's why we've got a high business on. We thought it'd be interesting to come outside and film an intro.
Yeah, in the rain. So let's go back inside and go for a tour.
We're going to go and have a walk around the production line. And here they are, as if by magic.
No, as if by magic.
Gareth and Jonathan, EBC UK.
How you doing? Right. Good to see you again.
Oh yeah, we should shake hands. Hi, nice to meet you.
You're right.
Yeah, hi, I've not met you before. I'm Patrick. Right, anyway.
I've met everybody.
Should we have been facing this way to like welcome you in?
Oh look, here's some tea we prepared earlier.
Some tea. How did you not have it? One sugar and a half drinking for me. So certainly when I dropped off the calipers here, I didn't realise just the scale of operation here and production in the UK and globally until the guys gave me a tour. So it was important that you came along to see that, so that we can thank the guys and show the hard work they're doing in the UK for everything, not just us. So we're going to go walk.
Let's go.
Around.
Come on.
We're going to go that way.
Okay, I'll follow you.
You've got to put half Crocs on.
Half Crocs? I mean, Crocs are cool in general.
Not
oh, wow.
You edit it then? You don't just...
Yeah, it's all edited. Don't worry. You've not watched it, have you?
You've not watched any of the Tom vs. Dale? You want to be involved in the Tom vs.
No, you just...
Alright, sorry mate, come on, let's do the tour. Let's get this over with, because clearly you don't want us to be here. This is huge.
So I'll forget the questions because I stood here and you kind of spoke to me last time about it all, so I suppose it's just a case of revisiting the tour that you gave me on what's going on and what's where and the stock and the processes and everything. So if I remember rightly, you have all of the UK or global, this is all pads, and then halfway down, which you see in the video, it's all discs. Then it was motorbikes
on the top floor.
The top floor and middle floor was?
Well, kind of middle floor is motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
So what you see here is basically the distribution centre for the world.
Yeah.
So we ship from here to just about everywhere you can think of. We ship to the US, so the US have got their own distribution centre. And then what we do here is this is just loose stock, so the guys will get an order from the team upstairs. They'll come, hit the orders, and then they put it into these export cartons, which you can see behind. So here we've got pads. A bit further down we've got disc stock. Yeah. It's all automotive related. On the shelf, on the racking up there is bulk stock, and then on the top floor above us, as we say, is all motorcycles. So we make brake pads for just about anything there is in the world, anything with wheels. This is a industrial brake pad, so this would fit on one of those sort of great big Caterpillar type dump trucks. That sort of thing. Well, it would be a brake pad. It's basically just the back plate, and also the friction material is bonded to the front. So, well, pads that are smaller than that to something as big as that. And
yeah, the tiny,
perhaps even bigger.
The push bike ones were
mountain bike ones.
Mountain bike ones,
about that
dilly, weren't they?
I think we've been on this site for, roughly speaking, probably about 7 years now. Yeah. And I don't know, at some point in time, obviously they'd outgrown this side of the building. You can see all the racking up there's pretty full. So we extended the building out this way. So there's approximately another 60,000 square feet out on this side. So again, it's more disc stock holding, and then further down this end of the building we've got machining for car discs.
Right, so again, I guess like Bilstein, you manufacture everything Here?
We machine the face of the disc to machine our patterns into the discs. Brake pad production is all done down in Bristol.
Okay.
And then some of it, depending on what the product is, some of it's done in the factory we own in the US as well. All the new EBC Brakes racing products.
Oh wow.
Floating.
So these are two-piece floating discs. They use an aluminium bell and a higher grade cast iron. So this particular disc is for a Nissan GTR.
In terms of floating, like I'm a novice when it comes to discs. Like, what do you mean by floating? Like, is it connected to a different part of the wheel, or?
Well, I'm going to explain this technically now, but
That's fine.
yeah, essentially it does float. So you've got a cast iron disc, and then you've got an aluminium bell, and then the two are assembled together with bolts, particularly bolts that allow the disc to move very slightly. There's not a great deal of movement, but it helps with heat dissipation.
Wow.
It also means that the benefit of the product is you can unassemble the bell from the disc ring when it's worn out, and then replace the disc ring. It's also a lot lighter than normal cast iron, single piece cast iron disc. So
did you know that?
Much more.
Kind of, yes, but not in that the technical detail like that.
So much more performance orientated.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is what we call the disc production unit. Discs are brought in, and then they're machined with our pattern. So GD is probably the most common one that most people would know, or it used to be called a turbo groove disc. A lot of people remember it's just called a GD now, so grooved and dimpled disc. It's the most common one. Then we have the USR, which is a slightly different slotted pattern, and then we also have the BSD, which again is another slightly different slot. Obviously, appearance-wise, it's a better looking disc, but they do serve a purpose. The slots and the dimples basically remove gases from the face of the disc. So basically, when you get a build of a gas between the pad and the disc, that's what makes brake fade. So if you can remove all that with slots, then obviously you've got better performance.
Nice.
So all our motorcycle discs are all made in-house, 100% British made. So we'll buy in sheets of steel, which are behind you. And then effectively you'll cut out the basic template of the disc, which is something like that. They're then sent off to be heat treated, which is why it's got that funny sort of greyish colour. And when that process is complete, they're then brought back in, and then we finish off the rest of the pattern of the disc back in the laser machine again, and then they're sent to the other end of the building where they're finished and assembled. So as we're saying, this area is all to do with EBC Brakes racing. The disc we'd seen down there, the two-piece disc, so this is one of the aluminium bells that we were talking about. So if you feel that, Tom, that's pretty damn light. So if you compare that to a cast iron disc, because obviously a single piece cast iron disc can also be a lot more weight in that disc. So this is bolted through to the outer disc ring. So obviously you get better performance, lighter weight.
It's like as heavy as the Renault 5 altogether.
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's really light, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are...
Don't you worry, Thomas. There's a reason you employed me, and it's because I'm brilliant. This is the area of excellence you were saying?
Sorry, Patrick, you're going to have to leave.
Oh, right.
This is the centre of excellence, so basically this is where all the development work takes place for the EBC Brakes racing products. That's big brake kits, obviously calipers are a part of that, the two-piece discs that we've already seen earlier on. And eventually at some point in time customers will be able to come in here and then have a big brake kit fitted to their car and then drive out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. Lovely setup, isn't it?
So clean.
I think, is it James May always says everything has a place and everything in its place. It looks really nice. There's a lot different to my tool set that I still don't know how to use. But,
Thanks, Halford.
Thank you, Halford. Yeah.
What we've got here is again another new product that's coming out under the EBC Brakes racing banner. We've always made traditional fast road pads. We do have some race pads as well, but we've kind of gone the next step, and now we've just made or just released what we're calling an RP1, so race pad 1 effectively. It's a much higher friction pad. Much more fade resistant, better at managing heat, etc. So it's a sort of proper out and out race pad. And it's kind of a bit of an exclusive for you there. So unlike most other,
It's a big pad. What's that?
well, I think this fits the. I think it's Mayfit in this and GTR. So it's a big old pad.
Yeah.
But these use stainless steel backplate, but it's been obviously linished, so it's got that nice kind of shiny.
Lovely, isn't it?
And then it's also been laser engraved. So
Yeah, the laser is nice too.
yeah. Coming to a dealer near you sometime soon, yeah. So this is one of the new oversized Harley discs that are going to start to come through sometime this year. So this
absolutely beautiful.
It's a bit of a beast, yeah. That's a 15-inch motorcycle disc.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's some patterns on these. Is that design personal preference? Do you guys do those designing? Or?
Yeah, they're like a splatter effect disc. So this is just for probably used for off-road use, sports bikes, that sort of stuff. So there's a small limited range of different colours. These would normally look a little bit greyer looking than this, but they've been through the levelers, which makes sure the disc is completely flat. And then the final kind of finishing process is it goes on these machines, or one of these machines, and Linish just kind of have that nice sort of polished effect rather than that kind of dirty.
And it balances it out totally.
So this is what we call the skin pack area. So pads come in like this, so in trays of just loose pads, and then they're put on these machines to be packaged effectively. So you've got the backing cards. Backing card goes onto the machine. The guys load the pads onto the cards in a specific location, and then the machine just puts a kind of like a thin film of
cellophane sort of
plastic over the top of it, just to keep the pads in position. This is basically what we call the press works. So we make, effectively what we make is basically all the back plates are made here. So this is it's a sintered back plate, or a back plate for a sinter pad, should I say. You got all the coils of steel, so there's obviously different thicknesses depending on what the pad is. And then all the presses over there for doing various different functions. The brake pads effectively start life here. Organic pads are made in Bristol, sinter pads are made in our factory in the US. Something like this pad, or when this becomes a brake pad, something like this would travel all the way to the US, made here, travels to the US, has the friction material applied, and then the stock is sent back to here to be then distributed worldwide. So we send a lot of pads to China, Australia, so you probably find this pad, before it gets to the motorbike, will probably have travelled maybe 15,000 miles. If you look over there then, so you see that kind of dark rubber line, that kind of goes all the way around these machines. So when this 200-ton press is going, you imagine the force of that machine repeatedly banging down on pieces of metal all day long. And then you've got all the other machines going at the same time. They have to have a floating floor to basically trap the vibrations.
Thank you for that.
No worries, dude.
That was wicked.
Yeah, cheers, Patrick.
The guys are a bit stacked out, so we're going to go back to the office and do like Christmas and open up all the goodies and have a look at them and kill off the last hour of the day.
Yep. So this is what we were talking about, right?
So they've done full seal replacement. Oh, lovely, so little covers. All the bleed nipples that were all seized and absolutely not very well at all. Clean it all in there.
It looks amazing. All the bolts as well, like they've done all those. Yeah,
so I think they've changed some, but all the seals in here, so all the grease seals are they've done such a lovely job. And of course,
yellow stuff. They smell like fish oil.
Oh, they do.
They look so good.
Yeah, they do. They really, really do. Thanks, EBC. It's like having a brand new setup. It's brilliant. Thank you. So lucky. Team Tom.